One of the bitches of life, as you put it, today, one of the biggest, is being pigeonholed by a monopolistic and mob centric web of gatekeepers who run social media seamlessly behind a curtain of lies. There would have been no Aerosmith or Led Zeppelin or Beatles if the members of those groups had been required to become an online Kim Kardashian first in order to drive an audience to their music. The music I have put on YouTube is suggested, linked to within YouTube, from 10-year-old videos about building things with pallet wood and how to bake things. Bandcamp doesn't even bring up my name in search on its site or any search engine. So, if you are not first a Kim Kardashian, i.e., a huge on social media, then you will fail on the internet by design so that traffic can be driven to all the real Kim Kardashians, or the invented Korean pop bands that Sony, Kia, Samsung have paid for to trend like clockwork, even when no one is searching for them. And if you have said anything that is even low-key questionable by cancel culture fanboys in some random part of the internet, which is seemingly totally not relative to the platforms on which you have released music, that will be used by someone behind the curtain to black hole you. John Lennon would have been on every social media shit list, absolutely guaranteeing that the Beatles got nowhere. They wouldn't have even been allowed to play the Cavern Club if things were then how they are now. So it really doesn't matter what your mix sounds like or if people can feel it. It doesn't even matter if your song has the potential to actually change the world for the greater good of mankind, because no one is going to hear it. Your opportunities in life as a creative have been literally erased with the push of just one button by some crony nepotist, 100% careless and heartless group of puppet masters who cater only to the Kardashians and Trumps, i.e., the professional sensationalists of the world who get them higher ad rates. The girly girls, read the only audience there really is, who used to scream for the Beatles, have been weaponized to scream about something else. Usually their rights, which are held on some dunk tank seat just so that our owners can sell balls to the non-girly girls. You know I'm right, but you also know that both of us would be even more disappeared if either of us attempted to do anything about it. Bands and solo artists who have no alternative revenue stream, no full-time job, no rich parents, who aren't also running a business selling actual goods and services, are gone. Look around. Anyone who is 100% reliant upon music for their income has vanished, apart from the label-sponsored plastics, like Taylor Swift or that Irish thief guy who has settled out of court on half of his catalog. Every single person who is legit a dedicated music originator has been pushed out. If you don't have some kind of alternative support, you are gone, period. This is now the company store on steroids. It has been fully fleshed out and updated with all the tech it could ever have dreamed of to support its mission. And it has an extreme prejudice toward any other model. Believe me when I say it is a company store model. My 14th grade was literally first wave British East India Company in Surat in the 1620s. I don't just say that flippantly. They, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of them, only allow the impression of a grassroots capability within the system for the non-company men so that they don't have to declare open war on anyone who would otherwise try to compete with them. It's over, and that is the elephant in every room that should be being talked about, but isn't because desperation. We all live in fear of them singling us out and making it even worse somehow. That is why we now spend most of my time tucking it away, swallowing the hurt and listening to the dirt, as Van Morrison said. That is why music increasingly sucks, although we now have superior recording tools at our disposal.